Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Mandy. In today's video, we are going to continue with the family words. And this video gonna be the part 2. Get your 田字格 ready and the pens ready. Same as the last video, we need one more thing. That is a piece of blank paper because we are going to draw a family tree here. So, this is the family tree we drew in the last lesson. Okay, you haven't watched my last video? Well, you should definitely watch that. I'll drop the link down below. And you should watch that first and then continue with this one because the last video is the foundation of this video. Okay? If you haven't watched that, go watch it now and then come back. And if you did or you don't care, then yeah, we can continue. So these are the words we learned in the last video. They are 我, of course, and then we have 爸爸, 父亲 for father, 妈妈, 母亲 for mother, and we have 哥哥, 兄 for big brother, 姐姐 for big sister, 弟弟 for little brother, 妹妹 for little sister. So in today's lesson, we're going to learn more words based on this family tree. Okay, so this is my plan. I'm going to copy this family tree to this piece of paper and then add some branches on it. Okay, so you can do the same. So this is the family tree we learned from the last video. I tried to write it smaller because I need a lot of space to add the branches. And I also wrote it in blue because I need another color to add the branches so you will know very clearly which are the words we're going to learn in this video. Alright, so now we're going to add the branches. A little bit of background information. In Chinese, there's a lot of family words for every family member. And basically, they can be categorized into male and female, and from father side and mother side. So this is how we're gonna add the branches. So first of all, we add the branches from the father side and then the mother side. Now let's get started. From the father side, the father's parents. This would be the grandfather from the father side and grandmother from the father side. And for the mother side, it's the same. So we have grandfather from the mother side and grandmother from the mother side. And then the father might have brothers. So they would be your uncle from the father side. And the father might have sisters, so they would be your aunts from the father's side. Same as the mother's side. So the mother might have brothers, so they are the uncle from the mother's side. And aunt from the mother's side. Okay, wow, that's a lot of words to learn. But I just want to take one step further, just one step. So the aunt and uncle, they might have kids, okay? So they might have kids. So they would be your cousin. So as for the cousin, you better draw a very big circle here because there's going to be a lot of words. Yeah, trust me. And same as the mother side. So the aunt and uncle from your mother's side from the mother side, they would have a lot of kids. And this is the cousin from the mother side. Okay, so basically these are the words we're going to learn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus some words here. Okay, now first of all, let's take a look at the grandfather from the father side, 爷爷. And this is how we write the 爷. It's a top-bottom structure. On the top, it is the father radical, same as the top part of 爸爸. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. Very good. This is yeah. So the upper part of it, this is the father radical. As for the father radical, it evolved from a picture of a hand holding a rock hatchet, which means someone's carrying the responsibility. As for the bottom part of it, which is quite easy, it just go 1 and 2. You just need to make sure that here is a very sharp corner. So you go very sharp corner. You can't do it like this. And now let's write the word 爷爷. So we just copy and paste. This is the first 爷, and the second one 爷. Same as 爸爸妈妈哥哥弟弟姐姐妹妹. So the second words is neutral tone. It just make it easier to pronounce. Now we take the word 爷爷 and fill it into the blank. 爷爷. Very good. Let's continue with the grandmother from the father side, 奶奶. And this is how we write the 奶. It's a left-right structure. On the left, 1, 2, and then on the right, we go 1. It's a very big stroke. 2. Very good. So let's take a good look at it. On the left, this is our old friend, female radical. We can see it in the words like 妈妈, 姐姐, and 妹妹. And the right part of it, we go 1. It's a very big stroke. And then 2. And this is 奶. It serves as a sound radical. It gives the 奶 sound to 奶. Okay, so to write the words 奶奶, we copy and paste. The first one is 奶, and the second one 奶. The second word is also a neutral tone, make it easier to pronounce. Now let's take the 奶 and fill in the blank. Here. Very good. Now let's take a look at the mother side. The grandfather from mother side, that would be 外公. And this is how we write the Y. It's a left-right structure. Okay, on the left, we go 1, 2, 3. On the right, we go 1, 2. Okay, very good. On the left part of it, this part, in ancient Chinese, this part could be night. And as for the right part, this one, it could be fortune telling. In ancient China, to do the fortune telling, normally it's based on the position of sun, moon, and star. So if you are going to do the fortune telling at night, so which means you're going to do it based on the position of star and moon. Night and fortune telling, so you need to go outside. Yeah, so that's the origin of this character. Y, meaning outside. Okay, so move on to the next character, gong. And this is how we write the gong. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. As for the gong, it has quite a lot of meaning in Chinese. First of all, it could be older or elder man. And secondly, it could mean public. And third, it could mean the government official. Normally, it's in ancient Chinese, in ancient times. Okay, so in this case, 外公 is definitely refers to the older man, elder man. So to write the word 外公, let's write it here. That would be 外公. Okay, so you are saying the grandfather from mother's side is the outside old man? Yeah, exactly. The outside old man is the grandfather from mother's side. Wait. Why outside? Okay, so simply put it, traditionally, when a couple get married in ancient time, normally women spend more time in the husband's family. It's kind of like the woman join the man's family. Plus, in the traditional concept, men can pass down the last name to the next generation, while women cannot. So, in most cases, men's family was more privileged. Not always, but in most cases. So basically, in Chinese traditional culture, the man's family, we think it's the inside, like insider. And the woman's family, it's outside. Okay? So this is the traditional culture. Okay? Things has changed a lot in the modern times, no worry. In modern China, women can always keep their last name after getting married. Nobody gonna ask you about the name changing stuff when you're getting registered. And it's common that women can pass down their last name to the next generation. So if you have someone you love in China, and if you're going to get registered in China, it's a very big chance nobody's gonna change the name. So let's go back to the words 外公. So 外公, literally it means outside old man, which is the grandfather from the mother's side. And now we take the 外公 and fill in the blank. Let's write it here. Y. Gong. Very good. And move on to the next one. The grandmother from the mother side. That would be 外婆. Since we already have the Y, now we just need another word that is 婆. And this is how we write the 婆. It's a top-bottom structure. And at the bottom part, it's a female radical again. Top part of it, we go 1, 2, 3. And then, and as for the bottom part of it, it's a female radical. Okay, so this is 婆. As for the 婆, it just means older or elder woman. 外婆, let's write it here. Y. 婆. Literally, it means outside old woman. Yeah, so that is the grandmother from mother's side. And now let's take the 外婆 and fill in the blank. Very good. Now let's continue with this family tree. Let's take a look at the father's side. So the father would have brothers. So that would be uncle. And as for uncle, there will be two words. The first one is the father's big brother. That would be 伯伯. This is how we write the 伯. It's a left-right structure. So on the left, you can see this is a people radical. Let's start from the left. 1, 2. And then the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. This is 伯. Very easy. And to write 伯伯, we just copy and paste. 伯. Yeah, so neutral tones to make it easier to pronounce. But there's not much story behind it, so yeah, let's fill in the blank. As for the second word, that would be the father's little brother. So that would be 叔叔. And this is how we write the 叔. Obviously, it's a left-right structure. 叔, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. This is 叔. And to write 叔叔, easy. Just copy and paste. 叔. The evolution of the character 叔, it's quite complicated, and I don't have a very good story to tell. So, yeah, let's fill in the blank. Right here. 叔. And as for the father's sisters, that will be aunt. Okay, so I know what you're gonna say. So you're gonna say the father's big sisters, there will be a word, and another one is the father's little sister. Yeah, that's the exact logic. But in today's lesson, I'm gonna give you the easy way. I'm gonna give you the easy word for it. And that would be 姑姑, can refers to the father's big sisters and little sister. And this is how we write the 姑. Here we are again, the female radical. On the left, a female radical. And on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 姑. This is our old friend, the female radical. And as for this one, the right part of it, this is 姑. So obviously it serves as a sound radical for it. Okay, so to write 姑姑, we just need to copy and paste. 姑 姑. Very good. 姑 姑. Okay, so now let's fill in the blank right here. 姑 姑. Okay, now let's take a look at the mother's side. As for the mother's brothers, there will be only just one word, which is 舅舅. And this is how we write the 舅. It looks so complicated. And I believe some of you might notice at the bottom part of it, this is the character we just learned in the last lesson. Yeah, that's 男 male. And we just need an extra part on top. The top part of it, we go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the left part of it. And then, yeah, this is the right part of it. And then link them up. All right? Okay, so, and as for the bottom part of it, that's the words 男. So we write the field and then the strength. Okay, so this is not very pretty because look at this, the upper part of it is a little bit too big, which leads to the result of the bottom part of it is too small. Okay, let me write it again. Make it a bit smaller. And then, okay, now it looks much better. Now let's take a look at the upper part of it. We go 1, 2, 3. And then the right part, and then link them up. And this is 舅. So obviously, it serves as a sound radical. And as for the bottom part of it, bottom part, this is the 男, and which means man or male. So obviously it serves as a meaning radical. I've been talking about it for a few minutes, but I just realized I forgot to press the record button. So you will see I have everything written down, but I have to explain it again. So a quick review. as we explained in the last video. The nan character, on the top part of it is field and farm, and the bottom part of it is labor and strength. And there's another saying that this part could be the agricultural tools in ancient China. But anyway, so the nan character is the labor in the field, which refers to man or male. And to write 舅舅, we just copy and paste, write this hanzi again. And for sure, the second hanzi, it's come with a neutral tone. 舅舅, just make it easier to pronounce. And we just take the 舅舅 and fill in the blank. Make sure you fill in the blank so we can continue. As for the next words, that would be the mothers, sisters, 阿姨. And this is how we write the ah. It's a left-right structure. On the left, we go wu. Yeah. And the right, we go wu. And on the left part of it, this is, we call it left ear radical. And obviously it's on the left part of it, and it kind of looks like someone's ear. And the left ear radical usually have something to do with location. And as for the right part of it, this is 可, like we learned before in the words 可乐. Okay, 可, as for itself, it could mean can and could. Okay, but the combination of these two would make and the it doesn't have much meaning in modern Chinese, and usually the word play as a phonics words, and usually is used to call someone's name. For example, like this man, he's called Zhang Wei, and then you can call him Wei, and it sounds closer. And as for like Li, and you can call her Ali, so it sounds like friends calling each other. It just sounds close. And the in the 阿姨, it doesn't mean that the name of your aunt is Yi, all right? So it's just a word, 阿姨, for aunt. As for the Yi, this is how we write the Yi. It's a left-right structure, and on the left, it's a female radical. All right, on the left, it's a female radical. And on the right, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Yi. Let's take a good look at it. On the left, this is female radical. And on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is Yi. So obviously it serves as a sound radical. Here is one thing you really need to pay attention to. In the last video, we learned how to write the little brother, 弟弟. And it kind of looked like this. So I'm going to write the D right here. The D. Okay, so this is the 弟弟. And versus, this is 阿姨. So you have a female radical on the left, and then this. This is 姨. So obviously they have something in common, that would be this. So this is the only thing they have in common, right? This and this. Okay, so back to the 阿姨. So to write the 阿姨, we just write this one and this one. Let's put it here. 阿姨. Okay. Okay, so now let's take the words 阿姨 and fill in the family tree right here. Very good. Okay, now we're heading to the cousin. In English, there's just one word, cousin. But in Chinese, things is getting more complicated, and there are 8 words for cousin. Yeah, 8 of them. Alright, so don't freak out. Don't freak out. Those 8 words, actually, they're not that difficult to learn. Here is the keys for you. First of all, let's take a look at the father's side. So all you need to remember is from the father's side, all the cousins, they will have one thing in common, one hanzi in common. That would be 堂. This is how we write the 堂. It's a top-bottom structure. We go 1, 2, 3. Here is the top part. And the bottom part. 1, 2, 3. Very good. And this is 堂. And 堂meaning hall of a house or a claim. Okay, what is a claim? A claim is a building like this. It's for the family, the big family get together and have some family activity. Okay, now let's get to the family tree. So, the cousin from the father's side, they have something in common. That is the 堂, right? The cousin who's like a big brother to you, that would be 堂哥. 堂哥. Okay, same logic. The cousin who's like a big sister to you, that is 堂姐. Okay, same logic. The cousin who's like a little brother to you, that is 堂弟. Very good. The cousin who's like a little sister to you, that is 堂妹. Very good. See? These are the cousins from the father's side. Then why the cousin from the father's side was given the hanzi 堂, which means the hall of a house or a claim? And here's a little story behind it. Like we mentioned before, in ancient China, normally a married couple spend more time with the man's family. It's a very big chance the couple will live together with the man's family in a big house. So that's the biggest reason why they're given the hanzi 堂. Instead of using the 堂, the mother side, there's one thing in common, that is the 表. This is how we write the 表. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the upper part of it. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 表. And as for the word itself, the 表 could means appearance or surface. So the cousin from the mother's side, they all have one thing in common, that is using the word 表. Okay, so now with the same logic as the cousin from the father's side, so the cousin who's like a big brother to you, that would be 表哥. Very good. And the cousin who's like a big sister to you, that is 表姐. Okay. And the cousin who's like a little brother to you, that is 表弟. And the cousin who's like a little sister to you, that is 表妹. Okay, so these are all the words for the cousin. So from the father's side, we have 4. That is 堂哥、堂姐、堂弟、堂妹. And the cousin from the mother's side, there's another 4. That is 表哥、表姐、表弟、表妹. So if you looked it up, the word cousin in a dictionary, it's not surprised to see a list of words like this. Alright, so that's all for the family tree for today. And I'm not going to talk about the nephew and niece because I think this is complicated enough. In summary, we have many specific words to position a person in the whole family tree. The factors that determine the positions are: first, gender. Is this person a man or a woman? Second, parents' side. Is this person from your mother's side or your father's side? Third, age. Is this person older than you or younger than you? So basically, everyone follow a certain order in the family. Alright, so that's all for today's video. I hope it's not too complicated for you. And I hope you understand the logic and the Chinese culture behind it. Well, I'm Mandy, and I will see you in the next video.